Hi Capricorn, this is your February 24th through March 2nd weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth and final spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Capricorn. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the High Priestess. Then we have the Empress. We also have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Four of Wands in a potential outcome. We have the Chariot with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. You know, you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign, any. But we do have Libra, Taurus, we have Water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, we have Aries. Yeah. I think it's been a while since I saw a reading like this, Capricorn. It's been a while. Okay? I don't know, do you believe in destiny? You know, I have no bias in this. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. Perhaps you two were destined to be together. Alright, because here's what's going on. We have the Emperor and the Empress, and we have 3 marriage cards. Okay? The Emperor and the Empress are divine counterpartners. The Emperor and the Empress are husband and wife. Okay? And we have 3 marriage cards. The Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. To me, the message is crystal clear, Capricorn. If you ask me, I think you're going to marry this person. I'm convinced you're going to marry this person. But what's interesting about this reading, it starts with the Page of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess. You know, a page could be a child or children. Maybe you're a single parent. Maybe they're a single parent as well. Maybe it's a play date, or you're meeting each other through children, through their school. Maybe they go to the same, I don't know, after school activity, what have you. Right? But the Page of Wands is a card of message. It's a card of flirting. Like, it's like somebody's being funny with you. Somebody's flirting with you. Somebody's like cracking jokes with you. Right? And then, but right after that, it's a done deal. It's going to take a nanosecond for the two of you to get together, right? The Page of Wands is clarified by the High Priestess. The High Priestess could be a card of intuition. So perhaps intuition is kicking in full gear and telling you or this person that they need to approach you, to reach out to you, to introduce themselves to you and crack a few jokes. All right, and the High Priestess could also be a card of a secret. Maybe it's a blind date. Maybe somebody is introducing you to one another at some kind of a private event or private circumstances. Whatever the case, it's like it's good, and that's it, and that's it. That is it. The Knight of Cups in the middle. You know, that Page of Wands will very, very quickly transition into the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups is the most romantic and loving knight out of all 4 knights. And it's clarified by that Four of Wands, the first out of 3 marriage cards. The first one. Okay? The first marriage card. The Four of Wands, by the way, always reminds me of an actual wedding. Okay? Maybe you guys are going to a wedding. Or maybe you guys are going to an engagement party. And you know, when you go to a wedding, when you bring somebody with you to a wedding, it's a sign that you're serious about each other. Because you wouldn't just bring anybody to somebody else's wedding, right? At least that's my understanding. All right, but I think for most of you, this is what you are moving towards with the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. Right? The Four of Wands could be like a family-oriented celebration. Again, you could be bringing this person to meet your family, like real quick. Real quick, mom, dad, or grandma, hey, relatives, we're getting married, right? So, yeah, the potential outcome, the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. The Chariot is a card of victory and success, moving forward and not looking back, full steam ahead. And what you're moving towards are those 2 cards, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, 2 more marriage cards, right? And it's like you're getting the best of both worlds, because the Ten of Pentacles is all about practicality, having money in a bank, having a place to live together, right? A nice place, as a matter of fact. And the Ten of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment. The Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. So you're getting both emotional fulfillment and money and practicality and everything that comes with both of them. All right, yeah, very short reading, but it's straight to the point, Capricorn. It's straight to the point. All right, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Capricorn, the spread is for you. We have the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, and we also have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. What's going on here, Capricorn? What's going on? The Ten of Cups, the happily ever after card, family card, some kind of a card of like a family-oriented celebration. All right, the Eight of Wands right next to it is a card of literally going somewhere, right? Maybe you're going on a honeymoon, right? The Eight of Wands is also the Cupid's Arrows card. It's a card of a lot of communication. Okay, one of the fastest cards in the deck. The Six of Wands is a card of victory and success, feeling good about yourself or about what's going on. And back in the day, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. It's also a card of being in the center of attention. It's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. That's probably you, Capricorn. You're clarifying the Six of Wands. This is how you will feel about this. And the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a final decision, right? With the Three of Wands, somebody definitely knows what he or she wants. It's a final decision after going through some kind of a thought process. All right? Let me know how this plays out for you. It starts with the Ten of Cups. Family, commit. Maybe you're going somewhere. Or deciding to go somewhere on like a family vacation, or you could be receiving a proposal, marriage proposal, you know, something awesome. This is a fantastic spread. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Capricorn, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent exit. We have Judgment. We have the Six of Swords clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries. Somebody is coming back wanting a second chance with you. They're gonna present you with that Ace of Pentacles. But you're not gonna be convinced. Alright? The last card that came out is the Nine of Wands right next to the deck. I never interpret it as a rejection card. I never do. However, it is a card of somebody who is still hurting, somebody who is suspicious, somebody who's got reservations, somebody who is still hurting, right? Because of what this person did to them. And I assume you're the person in the Nine of Wands. All right? To be fair to this person, with the Six of Swords clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, they're coming back with a serious offer. The Ace of Pentacles is a serious offer, but you may still have a hard time trusting this person. Right? Trusting them. The Six of Swords could be a card of them literally showing up or offering you to go somewhere. To go somewhere with them. Alright? The Fool on the bottom of the deck could be an Aries you're dealing with, but the Fool is a card of second chances, letting go of what happened in the past and trying again. The Fool is also a card of being spontaneous, by the way. So maybe you have a hard time like believing that this person is serious, because they could offer you like a spontaneous trip. And you're going to be like, seriously? Again? Or whatever the case, I don't think it's... I think for most of you it's a no, but for some of you, you may just put this person on hold, or you will need time to wrap your head around this. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Capricorn, this week. And boy, oh boy, was I surprised. Anyway, the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups, Death, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This week's reading, Capricorn, for you is just full of surprises. And I keep getting impressed. Anyway, I hope this plays out for as many of you as possible. Okay? You're either getting a job offer and you're quitting your existing job, or you're getting money and you're quitting work altogether. That's what the spread is. You've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles coming your way. And, when it comes to financial spreads about money, those two cards are some of the cards you want to see in your readings, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles is the most financially abundant knight out of all four knights, and the same can be said about the Ace of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity. So this is what's coming your way, like either a job offer or just money. Just money, right? And then we have Death with the Ten of Swords, and then we have an ending. All right, an ending of your employment altogether because you no longer need to work, or the end of your existing employment because you're going to be moving on and accepting a new job offer. All right, if you run your own business, Somebody could be trying to buy your business off of you, and you'll probably say yes. Or it could be like a merger. Or you could be dropping one business partner or one supplier or vendor because you're going to be onboarding a new supplier or vendor or a new business partner, something like that. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Capricorn. And again, I did not see this coming. But we got the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, Justice, clarified by the Emperor, and the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. What you're not expecting is a marriage proposal. Or you're meeting somebody who will become your future spouse. Okay? This is very similar to the first spread, the new love spread. You see, we have the Emperor here. We have the Hierophant, the Four of Wands. Yeah, so the Emperor is a husband figure, spouse figure. Right? The Hierophant, the first card that came out, is a marriage card, and so is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is also a marriage card. Some of you could be meeting this person through church or a temple or synagogue, whatever your religion is, right? Because the Hierophant could be a card of religion. Okay, it's also a card of education. Maybe you're meeting, maybe both of your educations in education, or say you have single parents, and again, maybe your kids go to the same school or something like that. Right, the Hierophant is a card of something formal and official, right? So you could be meeting this person through something formal and official. But yeah, it is a card of commitment and marriage. And so is the Four of Wands. But the Ace of Cups is here. It's a love offer, genuine, true love offer. All right, yeah, that's what you're not expecting, Capricorn. That's it. That is it. So yeah, so that's what I have for you, Capricorn, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Capricorn, have an amazing week.